fabulous people. Welcome to my channel. I am so excited that you guys are here today with me. And if you're new to my channel, you're probably wondering, what is this channel about? Should I press a like button? Should I subscribe? Well, this channel is all for people who are just as in love with Italy and traveling the world in style. All right, guys, so today we are going to talk about food, and not just any kind of food. We are going to talk about Italian food. We are going to talk about things that will shock you about Italian food when you come to Italy. All the things that will surprise you or shock you, they will provoke some kind of feelings. I guarantee you that, guys. Alright guys, number one. I know most of the time when you watch Italian movies or when you hear the stories about Italy, when you think about Italian food, two things come to mind: pizza and pasta. But just guys, so you know, Italian food is not just about pizza and pasta. I know, shocker. But what I love so much about Italy and living here is that every single region in Italy offers something different. Not just a different landscape or a dialect, but also completely different food. Just to give you an example, if you go to Florence, you will be experiencing probably some of the best steak in your life. We call it Florentine steak. And yes, Tuscany region is all about meat. If you go, for example, up north to, let's say, Milan, it's all about risotto. Some of the best risotto in Italy you can find in Milan. And of course, Rome is all about pasta carbonara, amatriciana. Oh my god, guys. So please don't make this mistake assuming that the entire Italy is all about just pizza and pasta. Every region will offer something authentic, something different, and don't be afraid to order. Give it a chance and you will never want to leave. If you really want to upset an Italian, try to ask for pizza with pineapples here in Italy. Yes, that is the fastest and the easiest way to offend an Italian. Yeah, go ahead and do that, guys. Just kidding, but I'm not kidding. Please do not ask them for pizza with pineapples because that does not exist here. Just as spaghetti with meatballs. Yes, guys, it's a myth. Italians do not mix spaghetti and meatballs. Yes, we have spaghetti. Yes, we have meatballs, but those are the things that are ordered absolutely separate in the restaurant, never together. All right, you got it? All right, let's get to the next one. So now let's talk about courses. Yes, I know we have a lot of courses here in Italy and it might get very confusing of how many things you're supposed to eat. I know a lot of people say, Anastasia, oh my god, how do Italians stay so skinny when there is so much food that is happening all the time? They seem to eat so much and stay so skinny. All right, guys, yes, we do have rules about courses and what goes after what goes first, what goes second, etc, etc, etc. So let me situate this situation for you. So the first thing we start with, especially during the dinner time, is aperitivo. Aperitivo is a must. If you're wondering what aperitivo is, if you've never heard this word before, the closest thing that we have in the States to aperitivo is a happy hour. It's a special place where Italians go after work and they just sit and relax with a glass of wine or two, with a spritz or Negroni, whatever the beverage of your choice. And then during the alcohol consumption, usually you get little things like little food just to nibble on. Those can be tiny pieces of pizza, maybe some chips, some nuts. Some places, of course, do it more abundantly than the others, but the point is you always start with aperitivo. It kind of gives you the time to unwind, relax after work, and then slowly transition yourself to dinner time. Dinner we usually have at a different place where we have aperitivo. So we have places for aperitivo and then there are places for dinner. When you arrive for dinner, usually you start with an appetizer. It can be supplì here in Rome, it can be bruschetta. Bruschetta is nationwide, of course, here in Italy. And just please remember, guys, please, I beg you, just remember this. It is not bruschetta, it's bruschetta. After the appetizer, then we usually transition to the first course, which is pasta. Any kind of pasta, and again, pasta dishes will vary with the region. So here in Rome you can do cacio e pepe, you can do amatriciana, carbonara. Then if you go to Naples, for example, it can be spaghetti alla vongole, so all that good stuff. And then if you are ready for a second, you transition to secondi, which can be your meat or fish, again, depending on what you're in a mood for. Usually Italians would go for one or the other. Don't feel pressured that you have to order primi and secondi. That's a lot of food, I know, guys. And sometimes Italians would order maybe pasta and then they would split secondi. So please don't feel the pressure to order everything. And of course, please remember that salad in Italy you always eat last. You never eat it before your meal like we do a lot of times in the States. That's why on the menus here in Italy, usually you will see that salad is always listed last, right before the dessert. Yep. And the reason for it is, again, that digestion thing, guys. Italians believe that after you ate all that abundant, rich food, that salad will help you to digest everything that you just ate. So yeah, who knows, maybe because of all this digestion rules, that's why they stay so skinny. All right, guys, and then finally dessert. One of the things that I recommend is to not have dessert at the same place where you had the actual meal. Italians most of the time will always go for the dessert to a place that specializes just in desserts. So yes, during the typical night, Italians would go to 3 places. To a place for aperitivo, to a place for dinner, and then dessert. And then of course, if you feel like the night is young and you want to continue, then of course, if you go to a lounge or to a bar, to a nightclub, whatever you guys feel like it. And number 5, guys, remember that here in Italy, salad dressings don't exist, guys. Yes, we don't use dressings here in Italy except for the olive oil and then maybe occasionally vinegar. Yes, guys, balsamic vinegar is not as popular here in Italy as it is in the States. Italians use it very rarely, and a lot of times it's more like just a sprinkle of it for a decoration purpose, not something that you put in abundance with olive oil and then you dip your bread in it. Yes, Italians don't do that, guys. And just in general, they're not big on dressings. They don't use blue cheese or ranch or Caesar, none of that, guys. Here in Italy, it's all about the olive oil. That is number 1 favorite dressing of all Italians. That's what they normally use here. All right, guys, this was it. If you guys loved this video and you want more, you know what I'm going to ask you. Please press this subscribe button. You guys know what I'm talking about. Click on that bell so you don't miss any new videos from me, because you know I have tons of videos coming at you every single week. And of course, please remember to follow me on Instagram, where I show my daily life here from Rome. There is a lot going on here, guys, a lot going on here in Italy. And of course, please press the like button. All right, until the next time, sending you tons of love from the Eternal City, and I'll see you all in Italy.